Hello Aries, welcome or welcome back to the Lynx Tarot. This is Monica and this is your September and October reading for, or I should say covering, money, love, career, important relationships, anything else that you may need to know. And as always, only take what makes sense to you. We have Seeker of Truth 64 and that breaks down to 7. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. Oh, Aries, yeah. There might be something you've been like thinking about and you're like, something's not quite right here. Someone wants me to believe everything is okay, everything's lined up, but something's not right. Keep seeking that truth. Asking questions might not get you to it. You might need to do a little bit of digging. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. So it's time to get to the root of something. For some of you, unfortunately, I think that you might be involved with someone who is married and you don't know it. And that's why you might feel like you're dating a married person, because you are. This might be something that you already know, and if so, I'm terribly sorry, because what comes with that is a lot of deceit for someone to be able to get away with something like that. But you're the smart one, because you're the one that knew something wasn't right. Okay, so this isn't just going to be like a love relationship reading. Don't worry, there's going to be other messages and other messages that pertain to this specific card. So let's just go further here and see what else. Seeker of Truth. I'm picturing somebody in a science lab and you're learning something that you're just really intrigued by, and you're saying there's something more to this, and I want to be a researcher. See, I told you there'd be different messages. Somebody wants to become a researcher. Okay. We have 15 and 6 core values. Follow your heart and make your values a priority. What do you value most in your life? Who do you value most in your life? Okay, that's where your priorities should be. Yeah, we need to make money and get the bills paid, right? That's also a priority, but what matters most is, say, like your family, your spouse, your significant other, your children, your pets. Like that's what has the value. A job is a job. So although it might not be easy, like jobs can be replaced, but these things of true value cannot. So somebody needs to refocus. It says follow your heart, make your values a priority. So someone might be saying to you, or you might be saying to them, well, of course I value you. That's why I make my job a priority, so I can put a roof over our heads, right? But Aries, again, there are other jobs. So what is happening in the workplace that is taking someone away from their priority or taking their focus away? Is someone being taken advantage of and is costing them family time? Is someone being underpaid and overworked and it's costing them family time, family stability? The person that's, being taken advantage of might have little energy when they are home. And this could be with your pets too. If you're single or you don't have roommates or someone that you live with, your pets need you. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to criticize. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I go out walking a lot and, I see people walking their dogs. There's a dog park also where I walk, and I love seeing the dogs. And a lot of people like have their dogs playing with other dogs or having a great time in the pen running around. But I also see people walking around and round, talking on their cell phone the whole time, walking their dog. And I'm like, please, I want to say to them, please pay attention to your pet. Please, talk on the phone a little while if you must, but then put it away and play with your dog. I don't know. I just think, maybe that came up right now because someone needs to see your pets need more attention. They're our angels. They give to us as much as we give to them, probably more, okay? And we just need to honor and respect them. I'm not saying that you don't. I'm just pointing out Somebody needs to hear your pets need more attention. If they're guinea pigs, bunnies, birds, okay, they need your attention in a loving way, okay? Not with resentment. So cut time out for them. We have empath, 51. You may be confusing other people's energy with your own, okay? So you might be feeling like, oh God, why am I in such a bad mood today? And it's really not your energy. Somebody might have a bad attitude. And I can give you an example for that too, Aries. I had to make a phone call today. I was friendly. I said, hi, I'm just wondering, if this package has come in for me. Okay, I'm not going to go into all the gory details. It doesn't matter. I just want to see if a package has arrived for me yet. Super happy and, in a fine mood. I didn't really have any, reason to not be nice, right? Why would I? And this person on the other end of the phone did not seem like a very, I don't know, nice person, I guess. They didn't seem like someone who may have just been having a bad day, because they came right out with biting words. Like, I don't even recognize your name. They said it like that. And I'm like, ugh, glad I'm not in a bad mood today. Because if I was, that would have created bigger darkness for me. Because I am an empath. But you know what? Even if you're not an empath, pay attention to stuff like that. That's not your energy. That wasn't my energy. It's someone else's energy. What is your name? I gave all my information and everything. And she said, okay, I'm going to have to put you on hold. Didn't give me a chance to say, no problem, And then she comes back and says, yeah, it just came in. And I'm like, okay. And, I didn't feel like the conversation was over. Like, they didn't say, we're open until such and such time, or we can have it delivered to you from here, or whatever. She was just spitting it at me. I'm like, oh, okay, so I guess I'll drop by and pick it up. Yeah, I was just kind of taken aback for a minute. And her attitude was totally to try and throw me off. And she probably does it to people all the time. It's just that I wasn't in the space that I could even doubt myself. But if I were in a mood, or if I were in a vulnerable place during this interaction, I might have taken it on in a different way. Protect yourself, stay strong, and know that it's often not you. Aries, when someone's acting like that, it's not you. You might just be a convenient punching board. Don't let it happen. And for me today, it was that little rhyme kids say, or used to say, I'm rubber and you're glue. Anything you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. That's kind of what it was for me, because this chick wasn't able to inject her venom in me because I wasn't in that energy. But I'll tell you, if it were a hard day for me, it might have made it worse. And if it were, at a different period in my life, I would be saying, why are people always so mean to me? Because I was going through a tough time. So we need to learn not to take on other people's energy, because a lot of times they're opportunists and they're just looking for, someone to, I guess, get their narcissistic supply from. So don't be that. All right, let's go to Everyday Witch. And I want to say, it doesn't have to be a negative person or quote bad person. It could be someone who is just going through a hard time, and it's not your sadness, it's theirs. So recognize that and learn how to, have empathy. Not learn how to have empathy, because I think you already do. But learn how to separate your empathy for someone else without taking it on as if that's your heaviness. It's not your experience. So in order to be able to lend an ear to someone, you have to not take it on. All right, so we've got Seeker of Truth. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. Core values. Follow your heart and make your values a priority. And Empath. You may be confusing other people's energy with your own. What else for Aries here? So this is the Everyday Witch Tarot, which has become my go-to deck. I also love the Tarot Tarot of the Owls or something like that. And I just did a collective reading with that deck, so make sure you look out for that. All right, Aries, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. Look at this, the full new beginning. Follow your heart because there's a new journey. There's a new journey you're meant to start. Empath and the Two of Wands. Yeah. So there's reflection here. Should I go down this path or that path? Am I going to go down this road with someone else's negative energy, or am I going to stay on my own road? Let's get some more clarifiers. What else for Aries? Look at that. Judgment, rise above it. Just tra-la-la, skip along, play your music, sing your song, stay elevated, and do what you love to do. You're probably doing something you love to do to earn money, something creative, anything. Anything. That's like, it's a very creative energy here. Seeker of truth. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. So some of you in career, you're like, why is this always so dead end? I leave one job for another similar job, but I'm dealing with the same types of people, the same types of blockages, same types of barriers. For some of you, it's time to start creating something on your own. I feel like you could be the teacher, you could be the boss, but not doing what you've been doing. Like, it's like you don't want to be the boss of those people that are bossing you. It's time for something different. It's time to rise above and out of that energy. Core values. Make your values a priority, and this will free you. This will get you started on this new journey. And this is being clarified by, and the Hangman is upside down. So these are supposed to be right side up. I don't normally read reversals, but since this came upside down, you are ready to step out of what may have felt like limbo, even though you may have consciously chosen to take a step back, and now you're ready for this journey and it's fresh and new. You're looking at your priorities differently. You are placing proper value on them. You are unlocking your freedom and your creativity, Aries. Okay, so empath and the Two of Wands. Okay, so there is a much brighter future and a much broader world for you to experience and choose experiences from. Oh my gosh, we have the Ten of Pentacles. I had this facing down on top of my leg here, and I just saw it just now with you, the Ten of Pentacles. So this is like when you unlock all of this stuff and free yourself, you're going to come to your Ten of Pentacles. You're going to come to the stability, the lack of nonsense, the lack of shenanigans and mayhem. You're going to find your true stability in relationships, finances, and fulfillment. So it's going to take a choice in, am I going to join the crowd with their negative attitudes and their dead end thinking, or am I going to expand my mind, broaden my horizons? All right, so let's see what we have here from the Wisdom of Tao. I do encourage you to listen to the most recent collective reading, which I will link at the end of this. There will be like a little video screen at the end of this video, at the end of this reading. All right, Wisdom of Tao. What else for Aries? We have focus and the Rat. Stay focused and get the job done. So don't be distracted by other people's drama and bad behavior. Use your intuition to plan your next steps well ahead. Be flexible in your approach. There's nothing you can't accomplish once you set your mind to it. Don't be distracted, okay? Don't be distracted, and you are on target. And we have, new beginnings. Yeah, and we had that with a Fool too. See, new beginnings. Step into the journey without fear. Okay? Step into the journey without fear. The time is now. Follow your instincts and have faith in new beginnings. The road ahead is filled with excitement and joy. There's nothing to be afraid of. You are protected and led by your spirit guide. Okay, that's awesome, Aries. Okay, let's see what we have here from the Chakra Love deck. What else for Aries? Aries, I don't know why, but my chiropractor's office just popped into my head. Maybe someone's seeing their chiropractor, working for one, or becoming one. Crown Chakra, Rainbow Moonstone is the gemstone on this card, or linked to this card. Calmness, to calm your monkey mind. Do not feed the animal, okay? So feed your mind with peaceful thoughts, peaceful true thoughts. Heart Chakra and Malachite, forgiveness. You'll find freedom and forgiveness. Okay, I was talking about freedom. You know, you're going to find freedom and forgiveness. Like, I would say freedom in letting go of regret. Like past experiences or past, you know, things that you've tried to achieve that didn't work out. Stop beating yourself up about that. You'll find freedom in forgiving yourself and letting go of all of that regret. We have the third eye chakra, which is linked to the intuition. Lepidolite, and it's signs. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. All right, Aries, thank you so much for being here. Check your other placements as well. There could be additional messages in those readings for you. If you are a subscriber, double check that. I'm hearing there's been a glitch where subscribers have been unsubscribed somehow. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe and hit all notifications. Please like and share and comment below, all that good stuff. I would love the feedback and it would help others as well. Thank you so much. I will see you again soon.